Hey guys, this is Jeff Slater with Kaleidoscope, and today we are talking about search engine optimization and where it's going in the future. There's a few new acronyms you might have seen or heard out there. The first is AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, and then the second, slightly newer one is GEO, which is Generative Engine Optimization. This is the future of local search, and you need your practice set up to capitalize on the way consumers are behaving on the internet. So SEO is the one that we all know and love for the last 10 or 15 years, search engine optimization. And that is the practice, the tactics, and strategies for being found online, for ranking in search engines, right? So that's your website, your links, your copy, your text, your keywords, your code, all of that fun stuff with SEO we've been doing for years to help you get found online. I want to quickly mention SEO is not dead. SEO is not going anywhere. It is still very important as a foundation for your online presence, and Kaleidoscope is still helping practices with their search engine optimization so they can still show up in the results when people are doing what we would consider traditional local searches. Now, with the advent of artificial intelligence and AI really taking over local search, or at least starting to, answer engine optimization, or AEO, and generative engine optimization, or GEO, really need to be on your radar. I want to start with answer engine optimization. This really has to do with Google and their AI previews that you've probably seen yourself on local search. If you pull up Google and you type in a question, you might notice that you don't now get a list of websites all the time. You might get a few sentences or a paragraph with the answer to your question. It's called an AI overview. And Google is using AI to scrape the web and provide answers to questions so that users don't even have to visit websites. So AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization, is the practice of trying to get your content and your answers to show in these AI overviews when people are doing searches on Google. One of the biggest ways to perform these strategies is to start with a question and answer format so that your web copy is answering the questions that people are typing into Google. So this Q&A format is sort of making a mini comeback right now. I think we all remember FAQ pages were a very big thing in early web design. Every website had a frequently asked questions page, and then we kind of moved away from them a little bit, and now it seems like with these AI overviews, answer engine optimization is really looking for this Q&A format, and can you provide a direct answer to the specific questions that people are asking. So now with our own clients, we are optimizing their websites, not just for traditional SEO, which again is still important as a foundation and is not going anywhere anytime soon, but to update the copy to try and match up what these AI overviews are looking for. So if your website is 5 or 6 years old, or maybe was built during COVID or right before COVID, so much has changed, both from a consumer behavior standpoint and from a search engine technology ranking standpoint. You could be really behind the times and losing ground quickly with an outdated website, both from a framework standpoint and from a content standpoint. Another one of the new acronyms you might see or hear out there is GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. This is more for ChatGPT and Gemini and these other AI programs where we are starting to see consumers go for their local search questions. So instead of pulling up Google, which 90% of people do, Google is losing some market share on local search to programs like ChatGPT and Gemini. That's where generative engine optimization, or GEO, comes in. Optimizing your web copy to be appreciated and ranked and shown and returned by ChatGPT and by Gemini. So when your prospective patients are skipping past Google and going to ChatGPT and asking, who's the best orthodontist in my area? How much should braces cost? Am I a candidate for Invisalign? Generative engine optimization is what is going to position your website to be returned in these results with programs like ChatGPT and Gemini. Those are just a couple. You can bet there'll be dozens more coming down soon. And consumers are starting to test and experiment on local search instead of the traditional Google experience that we're thinking of. So again, if your website is more than 4 or 5 years old, you're falling way behind and you're losing ground really quickly. And that's not just an AI thing. That's not just an AEO thing. That is a design thing. That's a content thing. That's also a consumer behavior thing. The local search market that a website was built for in 2019 None of that hardly even exists anymore. So in 2025, yes, you still need foundational SEO, but now you also need to layer in AEO, which is answer engine optimization, and GEO, which is generative engine optimization. Kaleidoscope is at the forefront of all these changes and developments. We are already rolling out some changes to our current clients. If you want to know more about this, if you'd like us to do an analysis to see where you land in all of this, are you okay? Are you behind? What do you need? Get in touch with us. We'll do an evaluation and an analysis, and Kaleidoscope will get your SEO and your AEO and your GEO where it needs to be. Hit the link below. Make sure you like and follow, and check out our website for more information.